Hey, what's going on, guys? So, in this video, I'm actually going to show you a live. It was a live conversation that I had with a prospect who's now a team member, business partner, Rashawn. And so he commented on one of the videos I had, and I just wanted to show you exactly how our conversation played out for him to join. So he commented for info, and I just shot a message, said, "Hey Rashawn, what's happening?" Usually I wait about 5 minutes or so. If they don't respond, I just hit them with the copy and paste message, and I just said, "Hey, thanks for commenting. I'm excited to share this with you. Watch the video below. It explains the whole business. After you've signed up, I'll add you into my advanced training group, and you'll be ready to start earning. I look forward to working with you." Boom, send them the link to the system, and then I say, "Feel free to add my personal page at facebook.com/alkalizepips." That's my Facebook, right? So that's the first message I send. He saw it. These are all saved replies that I've saved, okay? And I just copy and paste these. And then I followed up and I said, "Hey, just following up to see if you're still interested. Let's discuss your goals and how I can help you. Cheers." He saw the message, and then he said, "My goals are not working for anyone starting this year." Okay, so this is what I really want to show you guys, and it's very, very powerful. You can do this for a while with each lead. It's a lot quicker, especially if you're out and about and you have time to chat. Our voice messages, okay? These are huge because, instead of, sometimes you might want to tailor your response. He's obviously seen the video. He's open to discussing his goals. So I just shot him a voice message, okay, and it's more real, it's more authentic. They hear a voice, they know that you're taking the time to talk to them, so they take it more seriously. And then I said,
Hey, that's awesome, bro. I mean, that's really honestly the only goal you need, not work for anyone, be your own boss. Um, so, yeah, man, I mean, tell me a little bit about it. Like, what do you do now? Like, what sort of income are you kind of make online if you do work? What sort of income are you hoping to make to be able to work for yourself?
okay, so I just asked him what his goals were, specifically what amount does he want to make, and then he said,
Yeah, honestly, I was doing like some marketing training, and I see a lot of guys, and I just don't understand. It's really confusing. Like they send you these links, and you go through it, you do the training, you pay for the training, and it's so confusing. So I feel like I need a mentor or somebody to guide me in the right direction while I have some money, and just teach me. Just I'm not confused. That's another thing. I'm not computer savvy at all. And I just need you to guide me in the right. I know you have a lot of people that hit you up, and look, I need your help. But that's the one thing I'm really serious about. It's marketing online or in just online. Anything that I could make money online without having to go to work. That's what I want to.
okay, so this was huge because, he says exactly what he struggled with before, what he's looking for, and then said how serious he was. It's a dream business partner. This is somebody you really, would desire to attract into your business. So he said all of that, and then I responded with,
Yeah, 100%, man. If you're really really serious about it, that's my biggest qualification for working for me is people who are really serious. Because I'll give you everything I know. How I market, how I make sales, what I do. With this company, it's a one-time $40 investment, it's $20 a month. One sale will more than pay for all of that. I, you're not very computer savvy. Honestly, I'm not myself either, but I've laid it all out step by step. I've got the videos for you, show you exactly how to do it. I do live trainings. I make myself available to the people who are putting in the work and actually, willing to work and get results. So, if that's something that you want to do, man, let's get you started and it can help you make, a couple extra $100 a week.
all right, and then he responded, was saying, "That's awesome, that's what I'm looking for." And then, I said, "Okay, awesome, here's what we do in a nutshell is we post ads on Facebook." Kind of gave him the run through. He knew because he'd seen the video. And then I said, "If you're ready to join, click here. I paste my join link. It takes them straight to a checkout page. I just created a subdomain, so I highly recommend you do something like that, like an easy little link you can do straight to your direct checkout link. Okay, and it's just a subdomain on my main one, so it's join.my1kweeks. Okay, and then I link my personal page because I told him, hey, add me over there. We go back and forth for a second. He said, I've got a fan page and do this and do that. And I said, hey, you'll learn all that when we do the Facebook ads. And I said, let me know when you're in. He said, okay, he's on the road right now. I'll let you know when I'm setting things up. And then I said, sound good. The next day he said, hey, what's up, bro? And I said, what's happening? He said, I'm ready to start. And I said, hell yeah, let's do it. Fill out the info. Boom, he did it. And then I just joined. Okay, so it's really just I was personal, sent a message. He said he was serious, so I took the time to actually have a conversation with him, address his pains. He needed a mentor. He had somewhat of experience. He just was tired of people sending links and there not being proper training. I said, hey, we've got a team training site, which is the Ad Academy. I basically, gave solutions to his pain, all right, to the pains of his prior experiences, and then went through the motions, and he's ready to join. People sell you on their dream, they'll join right away. So hopefully this helped you guys, in some ideas on what you can do to close some sales. You can get a feel for the people who are just tire kickers and the people who are actually serious. He straight up said he was serious, so I was willing to, because if you're getting 10, 20 leads a day, you might not have the time to have a voice conversation like that with everyone. But, even just sending one in the beginning after you say, hey, what's up, and they respond, just say, hey, I'm going to shoot you over a link, check it out, and just be personable. But having a conversation is something you can do when you have a pretty hot lead, okay, and it really goes that extra step, okay. And he said, hey, I added you, I want to get started ASAP, like he's ready to go. So really excited to have Rashawn on board. I know he's gonna crush it, and hopefully you guys got some value from this. Drop a comment, let me know. All right, guys, see ya.